Students, in the previous class, we have learned about the pure substances and impure substances. Let us discuss questions related to that. In page number 15, question number 1. What is meant by a substance? Answer: any matter which has a specific composition and specific properties is called substance. Every pure element and compound is a substance. For example, iron element and methane compound. Question number 2. List the points of differences between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. Answer: serial number, homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. Number 1. These may be called solutions. These may be called suspensions or colloids. Number 2. The components cannot be distinguished. The components can be easily distinguished. Number 3. They have uniform concentration. They have non-uniform concentration. Number 4. If they are liquid, then their particles can pass through filter paper. Their particles may or may not pass through filter paper. Number 5. They are stable. They may or may not stable. Examples: mixture of sodium chloride and water, NaCl and water, copper sulfate and water. Examples: mixture of sand and water, petrol and water. Let us learn about the solution. What is solution? It is a homogeneous mixture of two or more chemically non-reacting substances. Example: already we studied in the activity sugar solution, salt solution, etc. What are the components of solution? Solute and solvent are the components of a solution. What is solute? The components of a solution which gets dissolved in any medium and is present in small amount in comparison to the other component is called a solute. What is solvent? The component which is present in large amount and acts as a medium in which solute is dissolved is known as a solvent. Example: sugar solution, solute sugar, solvent water. In lemonade, solute sugar, salt, lemon juice, solvent water. In vinegar, solute acetic acid, solvent water. We cannot see components, that is particles of them, the components of the mixture even under the microscope, so they are homogeneous mixtures. Why is a solution called true solution? Answer: the solutions of sugar, common salt, acetic acid, etc. in water are called true solutions because in these solutions the particles of the solute, that is sugar, salt, acetic acid, etc. are so thoroughly mixed with water that we cannot distinguish one from the other. Types of solutions on the basis of type of solvent. The solutions are categorized into two, that is aqueous solution and non-aqueous solution depending upon the solvent. A. Aqueous solution. A solution in which water acts as a solvent is known as an aqueous solution. Example: solution of sugar in water. Non-aqueous solution. When a liquid other than water is used as a solvent, then the solution is known as non-aqueous solution. Example: solution of iodine and alcohol. Let us learn the properties of solutions. The main characteristics of a solution may be summed up as follows. Number 1. The solution is a homogeneous mixture. Number 2. The components of a solution do not chemically react with one another. Number 3. The particles of the solution are smaller than 1 nanometer, that is 1 nanometer equal to 10 power minus 9 meter in diameter, so they cannot be seen by naked eye or even under a microscope. Number 4. Because of small size, the solute particles do not scatter a beam of light passing through the solution. Therefore, the path of light is not visible in a solution. Point number 5. The particles of the solute in a solution pass through filter paper, thereby showing that the solute particles are smaller than the pores of the filter paper. Point number 6. When the solution is allowed to stand undisturbed, the particles of the solute do not settle down. This shows that solutions are stable. Point number 7. A solution is always transparent in nature. It may be colorless or colored. For example, a solution of sugar in water is colorless, while that of copper sulfate in water has blue color. The properties already we have learned while doing the activity 2.2, that is while discussing the activity 2.2. Concentration of a solution. To understand the meaning of concentration of a solution, let us take two beakers and label them as A and B. Place 50 ml of water in each one of them. Dissolve a few crystals of copper sulfate in beaker A and one full spatula of copper sulfate in beaker B. Stir well to obtain a clear transparent solution. Repeat the above experiment by taking 100 ml of water in each beaker. You will observe that the four beakers have different shades of blue color. Thus, we conclude that in solution, the relative amount of solute and the solvent can be varied. Depending upon the amount of solute present in a solution, it can be called a dilute or concentrated or saturated solution. Dilute and concentrated are comparative terms. Solution obtained in beaker A is dilute as compared to that of obtained in beaker B. Solutions are of three types on the basis of concentration. First one, unsaturated solutions. The solution in which some more amount of solute can be dissolved at a given temperature under the normal conditions is known as unsaturated solution. Example, 36 gram of common salt in 100 gram water at 293 Kelvin is a saturated solution, but 17 gram of common salt in 100 gram water at 293 Kelvin is called unsaturated solution. Second type, saturated solutions. Those solutions in which no more solute can be dissolved at the given temperature and contain maximum amount of solute dissolved in a given quantity of solvent are called saturated solutions. Example, when we dissolve sugar at a particular temperature in 1 glass of water, it dissolves readily. On further addition of sugar, the dissolution of sugar in water becomes slower and slower. Finally, it stops and sugar settles down at the bottom. Then the solution is known as saturated solution. Supersaturated solutions. At a particular temperature, when a solution temporarily contains more solute than the saturated level, then that solution is known as supersaturated solution. Example, sweet seller dissolves excess sugar in hot water to prepare thick sugar solution, which is used to dip the jalebis.